afternoon, everyone. This is Sarah Berman. You are watching Practically Writing, and today we're going to be talking about writing challenges. And since it is the season for it, we're going to be talking about NaNoWriMo as well as my own 13 and 24 challenge, how you can get involved in them, what they're all about, what the advantages are, and why you should even bother doing them. So, don't forget to stay until the end of the video for announcements, and let's get started. Most of you have probably heard of NaNoWriMo. For those of you who haven't, every year there is National Novel Writing Month, and the whole point is to write a novel in 1 month. It is a 50,000 word challenge in 30 days. Pretty straightforward. There's a lot of really great interaction that happens during this month, and it can be super stressful, it can be super supportive. We're going to go through all of that. The best way to join it is to get onto NaNoWriMo.org, and the Ri has a W, so it stands for writing. You sign up, you tell them what the novel is that you're going to be working on, and yes, you don't have to write a novel. You can write poetry. You can be a rebel. I did one that I literally named Miss Elaney because it was going to be a whole bunch of stuff, so I called it Miscellaneous. Because I'm funny. Don't feel like you're restricted just because most people are doing one thing. No. It's all about the word count. Now, don't get me wrong. Writing 50,000 words in 1 month is stressful. It is an average of 1,667 words per day. And if you miss a day, that doubles to like 33. Anyways, you don't want to go there. You do not want to fall behind. But it happens. So, if you tend to write close to 1,000 words a day, this is going to be a challenge. So what happens if you lose? Well, then you didn't write 50,000 words in a month. So what happens if you win? Well, you wrote 50,000 words in a month. It's a challenge. It's not meant to be a prize system, although a lot of people set things up like that. I personally do not allow myself to get any swag unless I win. If I win, I get a coffee cup and a t-shirt, because I'm awesome. Okay, I know what you're thinking. If there's no prizes, why even bother? Because you wrote 50,000 words in 1 month. That is totally bragging rights. Plus, you have most or an entire novel that you then get to edit and possibly publish. Or rewrite 1,000,000 times. Whatever. The point is, you've gotten words down on the page, something that you can work with, something that you can take and make into something better. And even if you don't, you have the practice of writing all of those words. As long as it's not like those words 25,000 times, because that would be weird. Now, the website is pretty comprehensive. It has a little box thingy where you can go in and enter in your word count. It accepts your current word count, so you don't have to be like, oh gosh, I forgot what my word count was yesterday, and now I have to do math. No. You literally word count in whatever document thing that you're using, get your word count, plug it in. There you go. It takes all of that into account. You can go in and edit, because sometimes, like especially towards the end, it's like, oh, I didn't get my word count entered in until 12:02 in the morning. No, I want it to count towards my previous day. So, you can go in and edit that and, apply it. The point is, you are tracking your words, you are getting the words down, and you are rocking it. Some of the other features that you can find on the NaNoWriMo website are badges. So, like, if you're a pantser or you're a planner, you get a badge for each of those. You get a badge based on hitting certain word counts. You get a badge for prepping for Nano, so like if you write up an outline or you do some research or even just, make a vision board of your characters, whatever. Prep for it. You can choose your region, so if you're in the United States, you go by state and then by area within the state. If you're worldwide, they have regions all over the world, so you can get into contact with other people who are doing NaNoWriMo in the same general area that you are in, and that makes it really easy to schedule write-ins, which are events where people essentially get together and write. It's a bunch of writers sitting around not talking to each other. I know, it's a dream come true. And of course, forums. They have threads that discuss, what the policies are for NaNoWriMo, the general rules or guidelines, because nobody's going to care if you break the rules. This is an honor system process. So, if you cheat, you're a cheater. If you don't, you might be a winner, you might not. And it really doesn't matter. There are sections for sharing tips and tricks. My favorites are the sections that people talk about their favorite drinks and their favorite snackies, how to manage children. So there are entire sections dealing with parents doing nano. There are sections dealing with students doing nano, and all of the little things that are specific to those issues. So you can really get some troubleshooting on how to manage your time within your nano schedule from other people who are experiencing the same thing. You also have a lot of fun things like name my character, or evaluate this opening line, or this, that, and the other thing. Give my character a unique flaw, things like that. And it's a lot of fun to do that, especially if you've hit your goal for the day and you just need some decompression. So good times there. My favorite thing though is word sprints. Sometimes they're called word wars, but on Nano they're called word sprints. Essentially it is, you can get on a forum and actually join in a word sprint that somebody else does, or post your own word sprint. But you can also do it by yourself or in a group off of the NaNoWriMo website. What you do is you pick a time. 20 minutes is a really good time. Some people go as low as 10, some people go as high as 60. Set a timer. Everybody starts writing at the same time. The goal is to get as many words down in that time as possible, and then you all post your results. And again, it's not a competition. It doesn't matter if you got the most words or not. It really doesn't. It's a matter of, hey, look, I got words down. So it works really well because you have like that pressure and that accountability all built into that system in these little tidbits of time. It's great. There are also places to vent. There's actually one thread entitled Nano Ate My Soul. It's for people who are having technical issues, or like the coffee shop down the street closed for the day, these frustrating little things that can interfere with your writing process, and you can just vent them out and have other people feel sorry for you. It's great. That's Nano in a nutshell. I really hope you guys join me on it. It's a really great way to get your word count up, to get just one of your whips out. That's a work in progress. Just get one of those whips out, get it ready for, doing the rewrites, doing the editing, all of that stuff. I personally do my rune spells series for the nanos. I will be working on book 4. Hopefully I will win for the 4th year in a row and get my 4th rune spells book done. You can find me on NaNoWriMo as Kalimama, Kalimama, and just go in, find my name, click add as a buddy, and you'll be able to see all my stuff and find me really easily and shoot me off messages and fun things like that. Won't that be great? We be buddies. Okay, so that's Nano. We're moving on. My 13 in 24 challenge is 13 publications in 24 months. I made this up. I invented it. Essentially, the idea is that I wanted to get a bigger backlist. I wanted to get more things out for my patrons on Patreon, for my readers to buy, for, things like that. I wanted more books out. So I was like, well, how do I set a goal to get more books out? And, well, obviously, you schedule that you are putting books out, and then you tell everybody about it so that you feel the shame if you don't get it done. That's how accountability works. So I decided on the 13 and 24 challenge simply because I kind of went through and I looked at what all of my whips were, and I kind of looked at the things that I had that were partially done, that I was pretty sure I would be able to get done pretty quickly, things like that. And like the last 3 or 4 of them, I just randomly picked them. I tried to get a good balance of short stories and novellas, kind of categorizing them together because they're both longer word counts, but also a good balance of straight up fantasy for my Sarah Berman line and romance erotica for my Lena Grace line, so that I wasn't focusing on just one section. I was kind of getting a nice variety out there. Then I went through and I looked at things like, when was a good month to release fantasy books? When was a good time to release thrillers? When was a good time to release, this, that, and the other thing? And so I scheduled in the releases, trying to keep it to about 1 a month or every other month. And then I went through and I looked at all of that, and I figured out how much time I would have to write them. Now, I can do a short story in less than a month. I can do a novella from a blank page to publication in 6 weeks. I can do a first draft of a novel in 6 weeks. So giving myself about 2 months for each one seemed like a really good balance for that. And so that was kind of my goal. Now, I am going to say that I totally cheated. I am counting publications, not writing. So when I decided to do 13 and 24, I looked at the things that I was already having come out as well. And I totally counted them. There is a little, working of the system there, but it's still a lot of stuff to put out in 2 years. And to be fair, all of these books are scheduled to be released by March or April of 2020. Since I started in August, that is not quite 24 months. So I am giving myself some extra time. I am giving myself some buffer, and maybe I'll even get more than 13 done. Wouldn't that be awesome? Taking the time to get all of these written, get them edited, get them formatted, get the covers done, get, a release going, it's going to be difficult. There's no way to cop out on any of that. If I just start, throwing words on a page and then doing nothing with them, it doesn't count. So that's why the publication was the goal. It gave me extra impetus to actually finish things and do all of the extra stuff that needs to go into actually putting out a piece of work. So obviously I have my hashtag 13 and 24 challenge. Obviously, you can hashtag that. You can look up the hashtags. I have it on Twitter. I have it on Facebook. I have it on Instagram. You can find it and see some of the things that I've got going on. Right now, a lot of it is encouragement posts because I don't have that much actually in the pipeline right now. Working on short stories, getting ready for Nano, That's my goal right now. But you can use that hashtag. And it doesn't have to be that you're actually doing 13 publications in 24 months. It's just about joining in the challenge of getting books out round to a month, whether you do it one time or 5 times or, 1.5 times. That would be weird. You can still use that hashtag as a way to show that you are joining in that particular challenge. I also have a forum set up on my website specifically for discussing the 13 and 24 challenge. You can join in. It does ask for a name. This is only so that I can keep track and make sure that any trolls get all booted and stuff, because you know how it is, trolls. It's the internet. You can join in. You can get encouragement. You can, rant and rave about, the stress of trying to get all of this stuff done in a timely manner. I understand that stress. I will join right there with you. The point is, feel free. We are a community. We need to encourage each other, and we need to find ways to get ourselves motivated. As self-employed, as self-motivated as we are, it can be really difficult to just not be all like, peace out, it's nap time. It's totally nap time. So we need to find these ways to get ourselves motivated. So you can find all of that craziness on my website, authorgoddess.com. It's bold, bright, right in the center, menu, forums, sign up, there you go. If you get an idea that you want to promote as your own writing challenge, do it. Hashtag that baby, throw it up on some social media, let people know that you have challenged yourself and you are rising to the challenge. Rising up to the challenge of our ride. In fact, if you share that hashtag with me, I might join you. Because, I like to join things and then get overwhelmed and then have panic attacks and start crying in corners. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite writing challenge? What challenges have you done in the past? What challenges are you looking forward into the future? What challenges are you doing now? Or are you signing up for Nano? Are you signing up for 13 and 24 challenge? Tell me. I want to know. I need to know. I have a certain nosiness that needs to be fulfilled. Fulfill me. Some of the things that I am doing in the now and near future. I am still teaching the after school club for young authors. That is going really well. Yay! They like me so much they decided to keep me all year. Got the virtual fantasy con coming up the first full week in November. I am not doing anything special with this. I am just going to be there. I have some cover reveals that are coming up, and I will be finishing up SPA, which is Superpowers Anonymous, and that will be for a superheroes anthology. So yay, that'll be fun. I do have some sales that are scheduled for November and December, including Black Friday specials, including Cyber Monday specials, including early December, buy your last minute Christmas gifts kind of thing specials. So keep an eye out for those. If you follow my newsletter, then you've already got notification on when those are coming out and what they're going to be. So I don't know, maybe sign up for my newsletter. It's a great way to keep up with my schedule, because my schedule is harder to verbalize. It's like there are dates and there are times and there are time date stamps, things, stuff. Yeah. As far as I know, the first of the next 3 anthologies that I'm hoping to be in, first of those is coming out ostensibly on the 1st of January. And then I have book 3 of The Hot Fae Nights, Her Beloved Disaster, scheduled to come out on my birthday. That could change. I'm just saying that one is going to be a really tight deadline. So if that one I don't make, I am going to be completely forgiving of myself and push it off until February. It's romantic erotica, erotic romance. It'll be fine in February. February is going to be busy though because I have 2 short stories that I'm putting out. They are not counting towards my 13 and 24 challenge because they've already come out in anthologies, but I do have 2 short stories coming out. Those are my 99-cent specials. And then I have book 3 of the Rune Spells series, The Chains That Bind, coming out at the end of February. And the next big thing after that is the Nebraska Writers Guild Spring Conference, at which I have already been selected to present a workshop. Great. I get to go for free then. Yeah. That is pretty much what's going on for the next several months. Obviously, so much of that time is going to be taken up with keeping up with my writing, keeping up with my blogging, keeping up with my vlogging, keeping up with all of my sites, making sure that everything gets done, and of course, Nano, 13 and 24 challenge, all of that. So much busy that does not even need to go on a calendar. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell for notifications, do not forget to give a thumbs up for this video in particular. Check my links below for all of my sites and where you can find my books. All of them are on Amazon, so you can find them through Sarah Berman or Lena Grace, depending on what specific genre they are. Don't forget to leave reviews because authors love reviews, and don't forget to share this video with your friends because I need more eyeballs. People need to love me more, right? Because I'm cute. Am I cute? I'm not cute. So thank you very much for watching this video, and we will see you all next time. We be buddies, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, you're gonna go. So it's not like I'm mining information from it or anything. If I did, it would be for my newsletter, then you'd unsubscribe and that would like totally jack with my numbers, so ew. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the right. Wait. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the right. Rising up to the challenge of my novel. And then we write. Ooh, that was slightly demonic.